Come on in. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Your girl is a little slow moving today, but we're going to get started. Thank you so much for being here. This is my 10 o'clock live. We talk about going live with confidence and ease. Let me know if you have any questions as you prepare to go live and learn how to go live effectively. We're going to see how this live goes. So, we're going to see what we're going to do with this live. Last couple of lives have been a little slow to launch. So that's the word I'm going to use. It's been a little slow, but it's all good. We do not let any kind of hurdles stop us. We keep going, keep showing up. And so I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have any questions. In the meantime, give me a thumbs up to like the live. Also, go ahead and click that subscriber button below, as well as the bell to get notification when I go live and post content. So I just posted content on TikTok. I'm trying to hold true to my commitment to come here, show up every single day, post content. Let me make sure my sound. Yeah, I see it plugged in. Post content on a daily basis. I'm trying to do three a day. So far, this is day three of doing three a day. I'm going to do some batch content too, just so I can get some content done and get maybe a little bit more of a pipeline, so that when I'm traveling, which I'm going to be doing in the next couple days, I'll have some content available. So we'll see how that goes. But we're going to get some content done um, every day for today and keep going. That's what I tell you guys. Just keep going. It starts off a little rocky. You got to post the content. We had a long conversation yesterday about that. Posting the content is so important. And so I got a couple different methods for posting content. So we'll play around with that today. Today, that's probably going to be the topic, just so that we can help people understand the content creation process. It doesn't have to be something that is very, you know, challenging, overwhelming, any of those things. So you can get some good content done and just by going in your camera roll and now they have the AI feature where it'll pick photos for you. So that's pretty cool too. So just keep that in mind. You have plenty of options. Um, Let me know if you have questions. Let me make sure my sound is working. Okay. We got some good sound going on. So I appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes on the TikTok side. So I'm going to set up my screen. In the meantime, if you are new to my live, put new in the chat. Also, let me know if you are a live host. We always want to see who are the live hosts in the room. And then if you are planning on going live anytime soon and you need support, let me know that as well. I'm happy to support you in your journey. I am a TikTok Creator Network agency. So we talk about the agency, and then we also obviously talk about how to go live effectively and making sure that you are doing what you need to be a great live host. So let me know if there's questions. I appreciate the support. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Um, Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support. Hey, friend, thank you so much for joining. Let me turn on my my do not disturb. We talk about all things live streaming, so thank you so much for joining. If you don't mind giving me a thumbs up to like the live, also click that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. We're gonna go over to TikTok in just a few minutes. I'm gonna set up my screen. I'm officially 45 minutes late. I don't like being this late because it makes me stay on longer. So we'll see how this goes, guys. Um, it's a little um, challenging for me and trying to get everything up and moving. But I appreciate the support. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Um, Let me know if you guys have any questions in the meantime. We're gonna get started, and then we are going to see. We had some set on my screen now. Give me 1 second, everybody. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, friend. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, friend. Let's stay focused. Um, let's stay focused on topic on hand. Appreciate the support. We're going to get started in just a minute. You guys are going to hear me say the keywords that matter for my live stream. So I'm going to say it in real time. So I appreciate you all being here. And we're going live. TikTok Live, live streaming tips. Come in, ask questions. We are live. Come in, ask questions on how to go live. If you are new, afraid, scared, new live host, new live host tips, come in, ask your questions. Unwritten Unstoppable. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming in to the live. I appreciate you, friend. I had to post some content. I just posted some content. So I had to I'm trying to stay true to posting 3 times a day. And so I'm posting content that's based on stuff I talk about. So I'm just doing quick little vignette type videos, giving some tips about what to do, what to cut on, what to do in your live stream for posting, some motivational stuff. So those who are here, appreciate you joining. So had to spend a few minutes doing that. Bishop Flowers, welcome to the room. Others in the room, if you haven't said hello, say hello so we know you're here. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. Appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you guys have questions. Because I posted content for the last, well, I did 2 days. This is day 3, where I'm trying to do 3 a day. It's hard, y'all. This is my Achilles heel. If y'all like, oh, Doc, you go live so well. It is the content. Bishop, thank you for that daily heart me. If y'all want to make me weak, it's like go ahead and do some content. Thank you so much. Hey friend, hey Florida neighbor, welcome to the room, my YT friends. So I'm gonna put this board up because we talked about this a little bit in the 4 o'clock. I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more. I'm actually gonna talk about posting because I have a couple different suggestions. One of the features I used yesterday for yesterday's evening video was really good. So I'm gonna talk about that. Bishop Flowers. Thank you so much. Level 10 in the room. Welcome, welcome, friend. Good morning. Others coming in. I appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to get started in just a little bit. So, I found another feature. TikTok has so many features. I need to do a video about this feature because it really was helpful. So, I think I will do a video about this feature. Hey, Nico, welcome to the room. Is this your first time here? Let's check, friend. No, you've been here before. Welcome back. Appreciate you being here. Again, coming on back to support the live stream. I appreciate the support, friend. Let me turn on viewer wishes. I'm in a campaign for viewer wishes, and I never turn it on. Let me check. I think I'm supposed to be using a different template. Um, let me know if you guys have questions as we prepare. Let me end it and then try it again. Let me know if you have questions as we prepare to talk about our topic. We do our warm up first. So, this is our little warm up period. So, if you got questions, feel free to put it in the chat. If you are new to my room, put new as well so we can connect with you as well. You know what? I don't think it's one for it. I have to go back and look. Okay, let's see. Thank you so much for coming in, friends. Star, you said, where do you see if they have been in your room before? Oh, so how did I know our friend Nico had been in the room before? You're like, how did you know that? Nico, hello, friend. You said, how did you know that? I like this feature on this new gift. That's cute. The rainbow slide. Thank you for that. I've been seeing it. I did it in, I think it's in the gift gallery. Is that where it's showing up at? Yeah, it's in the gift gallery. That's why I clicked it before. I like that, friend. That's super cute. So I put it, I think I put it as my live goal, didn't I? I did. I did. That's where I saw it. I was like, oh, let me set it to live goal. Brandon, welcome to the room. Okay, so Star, how are you? I'm doing well. Star, to answer your question is really easy. I just did process of elimination. But no, it was kind of obvious. Okay, so let me flip my camera so you can see it. I'll show you exactly what I did. I looked at our friend. So let's go to our friend Nico. So Nico said good morning. I looked at our friend, and Nico is a level 4 in my room. She's been here before. She ain't just come today. So she's leveled up in the room. So she's been here a few times. She's grabbed her daily heartbeat. And so because she has gotten claimed her points, remember I told you to go back and claim your points and you level up. She's leveled up a few times, at least 4 levels. And so she's been in my room before. Got it. Yep. Yep. So that's how I knew. I was like, no, you've been here before. So that's what I did. And so thank you so much. Yeah, so that's how you can tell if people have been back, if they're new, if it says member, then I usually will like, okay, you never got in your daily. Now, granted, they could be a person who's been here before, but they just never got the daily heart me. So that's possible. But yeah, so typically people that is kind of the etiquette. You want to come in, grab the daily heart me, and that way you're becoming a little bit more stable and a regular in the room. You're a fan. AI Summary says Live Host shares tips for new streamers. Ask your questions. Thank you all for being here. We're 5 minutes in. We have 4.8K taps. So if you guys don't mind liking the live, I appreciate it. We're gonna get some more friends in the room. We'll do a little bit of a lesson. I'm gonna do a little bit of content. I thought you were psychic. I was like, you're like, girl, you good. Your little psychic headband, psychedelic headband. Oh, real good. No, like I said, as you start doing this, you'll start seeing different little things too, and you'll be able to make connections that way. Yeah. Hey, Coach B. So you'll be able to make the connections too as you start seeing your people come back, your regulars. There's other features that you'll be able to leverage too. I could have leveraged a feature for her, Hey Wani, where I could tag her. I could put a little tag on her. So not tag her like tag like, you do animals. But um it is kind of making a little note to myself to know a little bit more about her. And so our friend Nico, I don't know much about you if you want to say something. but but TikTok has that in the fan club also where you could click and it'll give you AI insights so you can learn a little bit more about the person. So let's see if it does it for Nico. Let's see what generates. No, it just said what we saw. Maintain level 4, fan club member. That's what it did. So it didn't do anything extra. I don't have peeps like that. That are like yeah, like that right now. So as you're growing, yes, you will get there. You will absolutely get there. And so as you're growing, you might even do some of those tags and make little notes for yourself in the live. So as a fan club, as a live host, so Nico in particular, is Nico gone? Nico left. Nico said, "You gonna quit talking about me." I'm gonna use Wani because I don't see Nico no more on my list. Welcome, friend. You can There's a little pencil next to each fan club member's name. Hey, Selena. And so let me show this real quick. Welcome to the room, friend. I'm gonna do Wani. And so Wani, I'm just gonna do a screenshot. Ooh, sorry about that. I screenshot myself out the room. Okay. So I did a screenshot and I'll do a little show and tell here too for you all. Hey, Selena. Appreciate you all. Hey, everybody coming into the room. Our friend Star is asking some questions about how did I know somebody in a room was Nico's still in the room. Hey, Nico. How did I know Nico was someone who was not new in my room? Because I said, "Oh, you're not new," and she was like, "How did I know that?" So what I did and what I showed earlier is that I clicked Nico's name, and by looking at her fan club level, I knew she had been here before. Okay, so when you click someone's name, we'll do Nico again. You click their name, you can see their fan club level. She's a level 5 now. Look at you, friend. And leveled up just that quickly. Hey, David. So I knew she wasn't a new person. And so, that's how this conversation started. What I'm about to show you is how you could start putting little notes next to people too. Hey, friend. You could put little notes and tag people and put a little message there if you want to. So I'm going to do it. I had click Wani. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to do it with a couple different clips. So let me do another screenshot. So give me 1 second. And then if I add it, give me 1 second. and then do another screenshot. Okay. So you guys are gonna I had to do those screenshots. I'm sorry, it it's showing up. I'm doing one more screenshot so you guys can see the evolution on the live host side. Okay. 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 I'm back. I think the screenshots paused me for a second. So I'm gonna show you what I just did. So you guys can see the sequence. Um, TikTok says learning to use the creator dashboard to find new viewers. That is not true, TikTok. What is that? Appreciate y'all being here. Thank you all for the wink winks. Appreciate you all coming through. Love Petals. I see your friend David. Welcome to the room as well. Thank you for the shares. We are over 10K. Okay, friends. And we did that in 10 minutes. Look at that. It's right at 10 minutes. So we went well above and beyond. So I appreciate you guys supporting the live stream. As you come in, feel free to share out the live. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. Feel free to share out the live. Thank you all for engaging. Let me know if you guys have any questions. So let me show you guys what I just did. So we're gonna do a little show and tell real quick. So it's gonna change my effect. I'm pulling up the little green screen. So you guys are gonna see those green screens. It'll take off my board and stuff. And so let's start from the beginning. So what I did was I clicked Wani in the fan club. So let me move this down and I'm going to show you. If you guys can see right here where Wani's name is, right under it is a little pencil. Look under the Wanda part of her name. Look under the N. I can't point to it. I wish I could point directly to it, but it's right there on the edge. That little pencil, the square pencil symbol. If you click that, it pops up this screen. So you see this screen. Okay. So you can create a custom tag, hey Janae, for each of your fan club members. So this is something everyone has access to. So you can create that custom tag for each of your fan club members. So when you click add a tag, it's going to look like this. So I can create a tag for her. If I create a tag, it lets you, does a little box, and I put great supporter. See that next to the little pencil thing? I think you can have up to 3 tags. Don't quote me on that. I believe it's 3 of them that you can add here. So I put great supporter. Now, where does that show up for me? Okay. So when I click, I think it shows up in a couple different places. If I click the number of people in the room, it actually shows up right there. See where it says great supporter? So I can see Wani as one of my top supporters, great supporters for my room. And so I can see it there. Let me see something else. Wani. Yeah, so it shows up there for you. I was just gonna see if it showed up anywhere else. No, it shows up in the fan club and it shows up in a list of names for her now. And so you said, oh. And so you can create that tag for any of your supporters. So if there's something in particular you want to remember about a person, maybe they not a great supporter. You could put that if you want to. Nobody sees it but you. This is for you as a live host. So it's just kind of a little cheat code if you want to tag people. And so when you look at your fan club list afterwards, you can see all those people too. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. And so you can create those tags for folks. All right. If it's just something you're like, oh, there's something about this person I want to remember. You can do that. All right. Look at y'all. Look at that. That camping. Thank y'all. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. And so we so you can have that feature there. Let me put my board back. Let me know if you guys knew about that. Who knew about that? If you knew about that, put me in the chat. If you didn't know about that, hopefully I taught you something new, and you can start using that as you're growing your community. I do use it on occasion. I don't use it. I don't have all those people tagged, but I learned something new. There you go. And so as you're growing and as you're building community, there are some people you might want to tag. You know what I'm saying? You said me. I love it. Definitely will use it. Yeah. So, and in the beginning, especially if there's something early on, sometimes you do it as a way to kind of note a special little thing about the person. Maybe they are in a special profession, or maybe they shared something very personal about their journey, and something relevant to your topic. And so you might want to put a little tag and like, this is the person who had this situation. And you come up with a little small tag for them. TikTok just gave us the flash go. Welcome in, my friends. We got 12. I love you so muches. I love you so muches. How you doing, Wealthy Habits? Welcome to the room. I'll repeat that for you guys in a little bit. I know you guys are coming in, so we'll have some new people who come in. So I'll share that as well. But again, as you're thinking about your community, you're looking to grow, you want to create those little notes for yourself. Okay. Thank you, friends, coming in. Appreciate you all. Thank you for the follow. If you're listening on the outside and you haven't followed the live host, which is me, go ahead and click that follow button. We want to make sure we're growing and building. And then also, if you want to become part of the fan club, you need coins, but it's one coin, one penny to tap that join, and you join the fan club. And that's what I was just talking about with the tags. Okay. So you can tag different people in your fan club or put a little note about them. Shelly, welcome to the room. Thank you so much. Thank you for the repost. It's Alpha, um, Ala, 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 Ali, Ali Alpha. Let me see if I say that. Alfia, Alfia. Is that it? Let me know if I said that right, friend. I know I didn't, but I apologize if I said it too incorrectly. Thank you, everybody coming in. If you are new to the room, put new in the chat. We're going to talk a little bit about these three topics. We went into it yesterday. I went live for the first time yesterday. Shelly, how did it go? How did it go, friend? Was it comfortable? Was it uncomfortable? Did you get through it? Did it go okay? Keep us posted. Hopefully it went well. The first one is always a little bit of a interesting. I was nervous. That's okay. The first one's like that. Is you're nervous. You're like a deer in headlights sometimes, but that's okay. You just want to make sure you keep going. Hey Bob, how you doing, friend? Keep going. Three more flash goals. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. We got um we got 13 minutes remaining. We need three more. I love you so much. That's the flash goal. Cece, thank you for joining. I have four people in live. That's great. That's a good start. Seriously. Rare Essence, welcome to the room. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Brandon, welcome, welcome. Wealthy Habits. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the wink winks. Thank you for the roses and wink winks. Um, I'll repeat what I just said. We'll start there a little bit with the fan club. I'll repeat that one more time and then we'll jump into our topic. We are looking for three more. I love you so much. Thank you. Happy birthday. Appreciate that, friend. Um, this is my birthday month. So yeah. And then let me share this. So my agency community, we won't have our agency meeting for the 12th and the 19th because I'm traveling. So the 12th and the 19th, we won't meet up. We'll reconvene again on the 26th. So we had a meeting this past Sunday. We're going to have another meeting the last Sunday in the month. But we're going to still go. We're going to keep going. I'll be in these TikTok streets, but I just won't be able to meet because I'm not going to be by my computer and stuff. My computer's not going to be with me. But I'm happy to answer questions. If you need a one-on-one, you can schedule it. You might want to get it in this week coming up because next week I think I did take some time off. Am I officially a member? You are officially a member. I saw that notification this morning. Wani, you are in the agency. You're officially accepted. I need to sing you two things. Well, I need to sing you one thing and you need to do two things. So woohoo. I need to sing you the agency. I'll send it to you once I get off the live. I need to sing you my form to complete so you're in my database so I can start sending you email messages and stuff. And then once you complete that form, check your email because you're going to get a confirmation email. That's where the school community link, you can click that to join the community. I have to approve it, but you have to click the link to join. Okay. So those are your two steps. Fill my form out and then join the school community. All right. And so you'll get that this afternoon. Others who are coming in, I appreciate you all joining. I'm going to recap something I just shared maybe about 5, 10 minutes ago. Okay, great, friend. You're welcome. And so it was based on a question I received. Hey, Digital X-Ray. Welcome to the room, friend. Did you get my message? I sent you a message after your live. So look, go into your inbox. I sent you a message and I gave you a little some feedback in terms of your board. your overlay. So I just want to make sure you saw that, friend. Um, and I'll share it. I'll share it with the group because I want you guys all to learn and grow. So the images, when you do a board, and we'll talk about that because that's actually number three. When you do a board, I would say in the beginning, stick to just a traditional board like this, the words, and maybe even avoid images like from your camera roll, and just because TikTok tends to suppress those. That's what I'm noticing. And so your traffic may be because of your board. And it may be because they have that your room labeled as an AI generated label that was on your on as a disclaimer. And your nothing else in your room is AI related. It's just that board. So I would say take that off, and that way you don't have to worry about it initially. Do a traditional board, just put the words SWC or that information on your board. Ideally, it should be okay. If you do get a message that pops up and says TikTok doesn't like the words, I'll talk about that in this live today, then it didn't like the words either. So be careful about the words you write too. I need to learn boards. Okay, Wealthy Habit, I got you today. I got you because we're going to talk about it for number three. To make them. Okay. Yeah, I'll walk you through how to make them. Um, you said what happened? What's the free shipping? Free shipping delivery 3 to 7. What happened, friend? I missed something. Um, Shelly, it didn't you must have gotten filtered. So whatever you wrote before that, I'm not sure what that meant. Got it, got it. Okay. Yeah, your somebody's comments is getting filtered. I see the filtered message. 9 minutes left for the flash goal. Thank you so much. Yeah, we need two more. I love you so much. Let me pin it again. If you haven't sent one, this is a perfect time to send it. We need two different people to send it. We need one more person to send it. One more person to send. I love you so much. If you have not sent it, this is the perfect time to do it. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate that. Love petals. We're almost there. We're almost there. One more person. Come in and let's swoop in and get this. I love you so much. And let's get this out the way. Um, okay, so when it comes to what I just shared earlier about tagging your fan club members, this is kind of a an easy one to do, but I think people often overlook it. And a lot of what happens in this live, just when you think about your fan club, you're building and cultivating a relationship. I know some of us were doing things that's a little bit more transactional in our lives, but the idea is that you want people to continue to come back, continue to support. You want to create that community. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate it. Let's see. Did we get it? Nope. I don't know. I didn't do it. Okay, we need one more. Let's see. Um, so you're trying to create this relationship. You said I didn't know where the free shipping comment came from. Oh Lord. You don't know where it came from. TikTok, did you press something? TikTok's like, you want free shipping. I love it. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much for the gifts. I see you, Rachel. Appreciate you. We do got the flash go going on. Let's see, friends. I'm gonna see if I can come in and do it real quick. Let's thank you all for coming through. Appreciate you. Okay, friend, you we got that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Right, laugh out loud. I was like, wait, what? Something was in your comments. TikTok did that, I guess. All right. So let's see. Let's see. Okay, so there we go. Um, so when you're cultivating relationships with your community, that's the main thing. Thank you, Miss Darlene, Unwritten Unstoppable. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you all for supporting that flash goal. Flash goal is checked. So let me recap something I shared earlier. So our friend Star, she asked this great question about when somebody came in my room, Nico, she asked, how did I know Nico was not new to my room? Okay. So again, that goes back to your fan club as you're growing your community, as you're building connections. I assumed she was new because the name it wasn't like she was newer to the room. And so I said, "Oh, you're new." And then I clicked her profile, and I'll show you real quick. You can click someone's profile. So this is Wealthy Habits. Let me mirror the screen so you guys can see it. She's a level 21. Wealthy Habits, I know her. She's been here enough. And so with that, she's a level 21 in my room. Nico was a level 4. And I said, "Oh, you're not new." And so that's when Star asked the question, "How did I know that?" She said she thought I was psychic. I'm not psychic. So it is because I looked at the fan club level. And that's, hey, that's why you want to go in and claim the points as you come into someone's room on a regular basis, on a consistent basis. You want to make sure that you're known. You're not doing that for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to make sure that they know you and you know that you've been going there and you want to get credit for that. You want to make sure that you are building. So that's why you join a fan club. Thank you so much. Hey, Kimberly. And so as you're doing it, you can level up in the room. If you don't do it, the person would never know. Not that they would never know, but thank you so much for that finger heart. That not that they would never know, because obviously they may start recognizing you coming by. But if you're constantly coming by and not making sure you're getting credit and claiming those points, you're losing out on cultivating that relationship and really cultivating it, truly cultivating it. I received a message that my live wasn't being pushed because I mentioned a product that isn't sold. Um, that isn't sold on TikTok. Oh, okay, okay. You were redirecting people off the platform. Is that what they said? You got a restriction, so they were restricting your visibility to the For You feed. That's what was happening. Restrictions are for that live. I appealed it. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. That's good. You always appeal restrictions across the board, everybody. You always appeal violations. You always appeal. And even if you know you did something wrong, you still appeal it. Okay. That's just like the court of law. You still kind of have your day in court. Okay. Even though you might have been wrong, you still do that. You try to make sure you're fight. Okay. So so appeal it. They didn't approve your appeal. Is that what just happened? Is that what you're saying? So you appealed and it didn't get approved. It's for that live, so it shouldn't be impacting future lives. Okay, but be mindful of what you say, and maybe turn on your content disclosure too. Um, it's what it was granted, but I didn't know I couldn't mention. Oh no, you can't. You got to be careful about what you say. Did you have a shopping cart on? Did you have a shopping cart on? Hey, White Opulence. Welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much. Good to know. Yeah. No? Hmm. Yeah. You got it for redirecting. So be careful. Definitely turn on your content disclosure. And if you're going to talk about something, maybe turn on your Service Plus. Do you use Service Plus at all? Hey, how you doing, Faith and Grit family? Welcome to the room. Thank you for chiming in and saying hello. And you are in fact new to my room. So how did I know that, Star? Put it in the chat. How did I know Faith and Grit family is new to the room? Um, and that's what we're talking about. Thank you for the follow. I don't have enough followers for the shopping cart, I guess. Okay. Yeah, you're still growing. Okay. Laugh out loud. So when I clicked our friend Faith and Grit, let's see. I'll show you guys. So and now we see our friend is new member and level. You're a grayed out level 4. So we're gonna talk about that. No badge, no daily heart me badge. Yes, so that's a yes, white opulence, you're absolutely right. Because I can look and see our friend doesn't have the badges next to their names. Faith, I'm gonna talk about this friend. I'll let you know what we're talking about. Let me move on and I'll circle back to the badges real quick. So and welcome to the room. So what happens is when you come into a room, you want to make sure your presence is known. You want to engage. The comment you said, good morning, others commenting, that's engagement. Okay. So you want to do that. I teach how to be a good viewer so that when you go live, you can take this to your community too. So in the example that I gave earlier, I said you could tag people in your live. So as a fan club member, um, my fan club members, I can put little messages, little notes next to people, next to their name. So I could remember something about them. Maybe it is that they said something, they have a certain occupation, maybe it was something about what they do or their profile. I could put a tag next to them. So what I did a little while ago is that I put a tag on Wani. So I did some screenshots so you guys can see it. And so I'm going to pull up my screen again. You said, am I a fan? You are a fan, friend. I see the Lisa badge. We'll talk about it, but you have a badge next to your name, and you are a level 1 friend. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Um, I feel like I'm not engaging enough for people to stay in my live. I'm going to keep going live though. Yes. So and it's practice. It's practice about how do you keep that engagement going? How do you have conversation? How do you get people to engage back and do all the things? So a lot of that takes time and it takes back practice. Chief, thank you for the follow. If you're new to the room, feel free to come in and follow Mimi. Thank you for being here. Others coming in. I appreciate you all joining. Been live 4 days straight and continuing. Well, and that's what I tell people in those first few lives, the goal is to practice engagement. If you are digital x-ray, you still in the room? Let me know if you're still in the room. Let me know if you still hear digital x-ray. He popped in earlier because I think he is still in the room. Um, because I asked that question to you on purpose. I left you that voice note. I don't know if you caught it. I went to his room yesterday for the first time. Yes. I asked you your question about where you were from because I was like, okay, your topic, you're talking about your topic, which is great, but you weren't talking to me. I was like, wait a minute. I'm here. I asked, I said, did you need help? He was like, did you write that into TikTok? I was like, I wrote it. I wrote it. He said I was nervous. I was like, "Oh, just let me know if you need help with your live stream." He was like, "Did you write that on the TikTok?" And then he went on to the topic. I was like, "What?" I wrote it. And then I was like, "Well, where are you from?" I was like, "Well, let me strike conversation with him." Strike because I saw you. You were supposed to talk to me. We were supposed to have a conversation. I was like, "Let me ask him questions then." See, he ain't asking me no questions. Imma ask him all the questions. But you notice after I started asking you the questions, you started in doing the engagement with other folks. You asked some other people where they were from and stuff. So that's how this is. You gotta start with engagement. Engagement is always the starting point. You said, "How do you leave notes on the side?" Okay, let me go back to my comment. I was supposed to be showing y'all something. Let me show. Okay, so I'm gonna do green screen real quick where I'm gonna have the little man. I pull up his hand, it's under effects. I click the wand. I always tell you guys what I'm doing. So I click the wand, and under the wand, it's gonna take off my board. I'm clicking. So this is my fan club. Uh-oh. Under my fan club, let me shrink this. This is Wani under my fan club. Oh, let's move it, shrink it down. It's not letting me shrink it. Be nice. There we go. Okay, so this is Wani under my fan club. All I did, just really quickly, let me turn my mirror off so I can point correctly. All I did was click up here. Her name was there, a list of names. She was at the top of my list of names, and I clicked her name, and this screen popped up. Okay, so that's what just happened. Hey, Elle, how you doing? Hello, hey, Mocha, welcome to the room, friend. So when I clicked her name, if you guys can see where it says Wanda, her name up here, that first line with her photo and Wanda, right under the end in Wanda is that little square with the little pencil. So I can't literally point to it, but you see what I'm saying? It's on the edge here. It's right there. You're clicking that. That's what you're clicking. And it will show this screen here. It says manage tags. So you guys see that here. So it's going to pop up this screen. Okay. This is where you can add a tag. Yes, I see it. Okay. And so if I click add, I can type something in for her. And so what I can type is a little message. And I typed this message. I said, great supporter. And so now that little pencil thing is over to the edge a little bit. I think you can add up to 3 of those tags. Okay. So you can have up to 3. It may be more, but don't quote me on that. But I'm almost sure it's 3 of them. So you can add a tag there. TikTok AI. I don't know if you guys see this box here. It will generate a tag as well. You can make it create a tag based on what it generates about that person. So it has this new interactive AI insights. That's what it's called. And it'll create some tags also. But you can manually add your own tag so that you can start creating little notes for yourself about your supporters. So if you're trying to remember people, if you want to have some creative things you want to say about them and you want to be able to name that about them, or remember that about them, you can create a tag for it. So I know she's a great supporter. So then once that tag is there. So whenever I go to my fan club, I can click Wani's name and see that tag the way it's sitting up there. Or I can actually go up to the number of people in the room and you can see it there. It says great supporter. So that tag is listed there for me as well. So just wanted to make sure I said that to you guys so that you guys can see how to create those tags. Okay. At one point, I had 0 people in my live and then it had me so sad. It's okay. People come and go all the time. See, people came and gone out my life. That's how this is how it goes sometimes with the live stream. You get used to the influx of people coming and going, and you just got to keep engagement going. Do you have to be live to see your fan club? No, it's also under your live center, Rachel. So if you go under the live center is when you click your profile on your profile, click TikTok Studio. At the top, you'll see TikTok Studio, you'll see the post side, and you'll see the live side. That's called the Live Center. You scroll down, and then you go to Tools and Resources. The fan club is one of the boxes under there. And so that's how you can see your full fan club. I learned something new recently too. I don't think I knew it's buried in there. There's a couple clicks. We learned that in one of our agency meetings. The super fan list is there too. You have to click. It's an extra little step. It's like in the right corner. You click up there. You scroll down some, and you get to the super fan full list. So there's a way to get your full list of super fans too. Should I have the gifts option on the screen when live? I see the timer on. This is called viewer wishes. Some of the campaigns require you to turn on viewer wishes. That's why I turned it on. Um, and it is helpful. It is helpful to give guidance and tips. You can set these. This is a template that TikTok has, but you could set your viewer wishes to be directives for your community. So if there's something you want them to do, so like say they want something from you, maybe I usually say my tarot card readers, they're really good with using viewer wishes. So for example, if they want people, if people want a full read from them, they can change the words. These words are all can be all revised. So you could change out the words and you can change out the gifts. So if somebody wants a full tarot reading, they could send a money gun, and they can have that as the gift. And so for the room to know what to do, what exactly are you doing? And that's how you get that done. Yeah. So it's a great tool if your live requires a little bit more direction. You said talking to myself. In the beginning, you talk to yourself. You get comfortable talking to yourself. Here's what I would tell you, real quick, guys, because number two, I'm going to talk about posting content and I'm going to give some ideas. But really quickly, use it for posting content in your live. Think about what you want to talk about. Think about what you want to say it, and then go back and get that clip, download it, and post the content. All right. So get content that way. But don't overthink it. Like people aren't in here, they're not engaging. Oh my gosh. Some of that you gotta learn and you gotta practice. So I was teasing, I guess teasing digital x-ray a little while ago. Like I came in his room, he didn't engage. But that takes practice. It takes practice. You gotta spend the time doing that. And that engagement is so key because you're building that rapport. Okay. um, Thank you all for being here. Hey, Brand, how you doing, friend? Do you follow your fans? That would eliminate scammers. Do I follow my fans? You're saying in general, or you saying me personally? I'm gonna answer that in general, and probably why I can't do all of it neither. Um, at some point, you're gonna get to a point where you cannot follow everybody because TikTok caps your follows at 10,000, the people you can follow. Now you can have millions follow you. Hey, friends coming into the room, appreciate you. So at some point you won't be able to follow everybody. Um, so because of that, I can't follow everybody. And part two, because you said me in particular, because of that, I can't follow everybody. But also, when you follow everybody, think about this: there's a following feed. You actually confuse the algorithm. So the people I do follow, here's my my approach. I follow people in the agency. I follow people in the agency because I have to, because I put you in group chats. You got to follow people to put them in group chats and all that stuff. So everyone in my agency I do follow. I try to follow all my super fans. I don't follow my fan clubs because your fan club are people who come and go out your room. They may be your fan club and they maybe not come back for who knows ever to grab their daily heart me again. So those people fluctuate. They're little, you're trying to get that commitment, you're trying to get them to stay, but that list of people does change quite a bit. So that's something I don't necessarily practice. And on top of that, if I did, then I would get to the point where I get to 10,000. You don't want to get to 10,000. That's true, Doc. At least I know. I know. And so you don't want to get to 10,000. You actually want to purge. And even a better practice, something else I don't do um, because I follow different niches and different creators. You want to try to be as niche focused as possible. People you're following are people who are going to generate um, the creators that are in your following feed, as well as the recommendations TikTok gives you for the For You feed. So if you're following a lot of randomness, you get a lot of randomness, which I do. and so And so with that, you don't want to get to the point where it's just too out of control. So you do want to purge that list. A lot of creators, especially the big ones, they stay probably within under 100, some of them. Some of them are under 500. I try to be around 1,000, maybe a little less, just because I'm trying to make sure I don't confuse the algorithm too much. Does that make sense? Let me know if you guys have questions about that. I can go further there. But at some point, you want to be very niche specific. If you can do that, that's great. Okay, that makes sense. If you could do it, it's great. Not all of us can do that, but just keep that in mind. You are telling a story. Thank you, Nadine. Appreciate you. Luna, how you doing? Something you can use. Something that you can use. I sent your package. I sent it. Where's my cheers? Cheers to myself. I finally sent your friend. It's on the way. Do you get your flash code? I did get my flash code. Thank you. He said, yo, you're welcome, friend. I was like, Lord, this is gonna happen. I'm gonna do it. Um, Thank you all for being here. I see your comments. I appreciate you. Thank you for the stickers, everybody. Those who are coming in, appreciate your support. Let me know if you guys have questions. Sandy, welcome, friend. Thank you for the shares. If you guys haven't shared the live, go ahead and share the live. Thank you so much. It's a lot of stipulations to just creating, but I'm gonna keep going. There we go. Don't give up. You got this. You got it. Keep going. That was one of my topics the other day for posting content. I thought that is how to build a community. well, well. So in the beginning, there's phases to this. Let me just say that. Let me say it this way. There's phases. In the beginning, okay, and I don't know if it's the right way. I'm gonna say this because I think a lot of us do it. I even did it too. I don't think it was the right way. So if I was to be honest with you, as I reflect back to the beginning of what I did, it probably was not the right thing to do. Okay, so and because we don't know, we don't know. You said I'm new. I know my hey friend, we all new. We all are new. So welcome to the room. So in the beginning, I think a lot of us go and we take the approach that we want to make sure we're growing our page. We're we're trying to get access to different features, whether it's TikTok live, whether it's TikTok shop, whether it's putting a link in your bio. We're trying to get access. So what we do is just go out there and grab as many people as possible. We're following, following, following. We're doing all that. Um, there is something to be said about being strategic about who you're following, what rooms you're going into, what connections you're building. But I think in the beginning, a lot of us are still trying to figure out what our niche is, how we're going to approach things. So there's a lot of uncertainty. And so because of that, we're just going through the motions of doing what they tell us to do. And we see the content videos that says, make sure you follow from the bottom up, and here's this strategy to make sure you're building community, and make sure you follow back, and all this other stuff that you hear. And I think some of that is just, um, something we feel like we need to do because we're trying to grow and build. However, in hindsight, I think I probably would have operated differently. But I do think there is something to be said about balance between being consistent, showing up, engaging in the right rooms, connecting with people, hitting some milestones, as opposed to just being complacent. You know what I'm saying? And I shouldn't say complacent, but just not growing. And so you got to grow because you do need followers so that you can unlock some of those other features. But maybe if you spend a little bit more time on the content side and knowing exactly who your audience is and your focus and your niche, to a point where you're producing enough content, getting your getting that volume out there, and intentionally um putting content out there that your audience wants. But that takes you need time to learn that too. So it's like this balancing act. So I hindsight, I don't know if I would totally change everything I did, but I think there's a little bit more intentionality that you might want to have. I don't know if that made sense. Let me know if I need to explain that differently. My FYP is full of sales pitch materials now. UGC, and it seems battles have fallen off. That's good. That's good. Was that good? Was that what you was trying to do? Let me know. I think I think that's what you was trying to do, Mocha. Let me know, friend. Um, let's see. Mine too. I skip right past those ads most of the time. Yes. Good morning, style. Style. What does that mean by style? Let me know what you mean by that. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? BU. Agreed. I also use the creative search insights often too. Yeah, that helps. That definitely helps, especially if you know how to use it. Yeah, it is helpful. So at the end of the day, a lot of people in the early days too, you get your feed is showing all those grow rooms. How many of y'all had that where when you first got on here, and maybe some of my new people in the room too, all you see is those engagement rooms where people are like, come on in, here's what you need to do to grow here. You want to make sure you get this bestie here. Here, So you go to those rooms and you're like, oh, well, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I say that because I know people coming in here and they do the grown room antics. That's all in my feed. That's all. Yeah. So and they come in here like pin me, scoop me, gotcha, and all this. I'm like, okay, well, I know where you been. I learn a lot on here. I peep in the rooms to determine whether I go or not. Yes. Yes, and I always click not interested. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So so I know a lot of us grew early on because of that. And I don't knock it totally, because I think there is some level of strategy that you gotta have to deploy to say, okay, if I'm going to do if I'm gonna go live, I need to get live access. So to go live and get live access, I gotta make sure I'm growing my community. Oh, I'm trying to get TikTok shop. To get TikTok shop, hey, I gotta grow my community. I gotta do this, and so you're trying to figure out how to do that growth. I think that growth comes from a combination of the content in your live stream. That's where you're gonna see the most growth. Honestly, I've seen the most growth from going live, to be honest with you. Nobody nobody don't accept you. Say that again. Or everybody don't accept you. That's true. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yep. So so just keep that in mind. I don't know if that's what you were looking for, a rare essence, but the whole follow to follow back type thing, you got to be careful with that too, because again, you're gonna have all those followers, and those people don't come to your room. I got followers. Where they at? They ain't in here. So where they at? And so you gotta realize you're not gonna see all those people all the time. They're not gonna always engage, but you do need them because it unlocks some of those features, some of those other things that you want to get, because that helps with your business model. You're right, Dr. Lisa. So yeah, I sent 200 comments in your live. Thank you so much, friend. Velma, welcome to the room. Thank you so much for the populars. So yeah, keep that in mind, y'all. I know it's hard in the beginning, and I don't want to discourage because you're gonna look back at this and you're like, wow, I've grown so much, I've done so much in a year. Hey King. And with that, it's still more to grow, more to do, and there are some things that, yeah, your past behaviors, the things you did in the beginning, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna have to change some of that. You will have to change. The system is just gonna make you change. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. You don't go back to grow rooms no more. You don't go if you can't follow everybody because you get a cap of 10,000. So literally, if you look at my numbers, I couldn't follow everybody if I wanted to. And the system is going to teach you that you can't follow everybody because not everybody's going to engage properly. Not everybody is for you. Not everybody, in following all those people, it hurts your feed. And so there's some things that you'll learn along the way. And so you'll realize, like, oh, now I got to purge. Now I got to change. Now I got to do things differently. I am so thankful for my coach. I learn each day. You're welcome. You're so sweet. Appreciate your friend. Thank you for helping us grow and sharing with us your knowledge. You're welcome. I appreciate that. You're welcome. Hey, hey, I'm still growing. I'm still growing. Y'all not talking to somebody who got, half a million followers. I don't even have 50. So 50K. So just realize, I'm in a phase where I'm like, okay, this is what I'm trying to do. And so me posting content in the last couple days is an intentional approach to say, hey, girlfriend, you need to change some of the things you're doing. You got to post more content. Hey, Malika, I need to work on my live setup. My tripod isn't tall enough, so I have to hold my phone mostly. Okay, so my phone is on a desk. I'm on a desk, and it's a tabletop flat base stand that my phone is in, and so um, I'm trying to show you something. I can't show it to you because the phone's in it, but imagine this microphone. Let me see. The microphone's low here. Let me see. My thing goes about like right here because the microphone can adjust. So it's about that tall. It's a nice height to it, and the phone goes into the little holder, and it tilts and it has a little selfie light. It's in my showcase. I'll pin it in a little bit so you guys can see it that way too. But but it was a good idea. I like it a lot because it's flat. It's not on a true tripod, but also I wanted that elevation because I'm also streaming on YouTube, and so my YouTube channel they can see me without me looking like I'm looking down. So that was kind of the logic for it. Hold on one second. Essence, did you get filtered? What is okay, friend? I missed it. You might have gotten filtered. I don't see your comment before that. Hold on. What did you mean by is that okay? What were you referring to? Because it might have gotten filtered. I don't see what the comment was. Be right back. Hey Claudia, welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Um, and so let me know what you said because it must have gotten filtered. Um, thank you all for being here. I'm trying to think. I probably should show you what I looked at. Do I need to show that to you guys? How I knew what comments she put in? Sometimes I show things. I know we have some newer people in the room. I have to get over thinking it all has to be perfect too. Ooh, we have the sticker that says practice makes progress. It does not make perfect. Okay. We are not trying to be perfect. All right. We don't think in a perfectionist mindset. We think in I'm evolving, I'm progressing, I'm not perfect. Every day I'm getting a little bit better. I'm understanding a little bit more, but it takes time. And so we give ourselves grace for that. It's okay. You're not going to get it all in one day. I still don't got it fully. I know there's still a lot more to learn. I know there's still a lot more to learn. So I'm still growing. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, EY. So Wani, I'm gonna use you as my example again. Let's see. Wani. Okay. Let me I'm sorry. Let me do this. I got to do screenshots, you guys. So give me a second. I'm doing my screenshots, a couple more screenshots, y'all. And give me one more. I got one more to do. Okay. So let me show you how you can see what's here. Okay. So we got some new friends in the room. Some new friends in the room so you guys can see what exactly is going on. So when I talk about, oh, our friend Rare Essence, I said I don't see where she wrote is it okay with a question mark? Is that okay? So I will say this, Rare Essence, TikTok will filter comments. So if you put another comment in, I'm not seeing it. So TikTok will filter comments based on the word choice. Some words are just words that TikTok says, you know what, that's not, we're not gonna let that slide. And then sometimes it's a blocked word. So maybe it's something on my end that I blocked because maybe somebody who was a troll came in and put something in there and that comment, that word got blocked too. So it's a couple different ways words can get blocked. So if you are writing something and you're like, Doc, I wrote it 10 times, I'm not seeing it. Okay. If you post someone's highlights, is that like posting a content for the day? Um, it does go to your feed, doesn't it? N- I'm gonna say it's content. It is content. Don't get me wrong. Want to get back? It is content. However, is it content relevant to your page and your topic and your target audience? I'm gonna say no, not necessarily. No, no. I don't know if it gets the reach that it needs to get either. I mean, there's a lot of, yeah, a lot of those posts don't get the same reach. And so maybe, it's not reaching the audience that you needed to reach. Okay, just follows you out. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Mama Goldberg. Okay, so let's go back to our handy dandy effects. We're gonna pull up the little green screen. I'm gonna show you real quick because I answered a question. I was asking one of our creators in the room about her comments. I clicked something to see that I didn't see the previous comments. So I'm going to show you guys what I clicked so you can see what people are writing. You can see also the likes, the shares, as well as the watch time. So let's see. Takes off my effect. So when I click your photo, so here we go. We're clicking Wani again. So when I click Wani's photo here in the comments, when you guys click your own photo, when you click your photo, you don't see this little feature here. You guys don't see that. The live host sees that. You all don't. So the live host has this little sent 19 comments feature. See with the arrow? I'm going to click that arrow. So when I click that arrow, it takes me to this screen. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up. Oh, stop it. Nice. Takes me to this screen. It tells me how long Wani has been in my community. Let me lift it up a little higher so you guys can fully see it. Oh, nice. Be nice. Tells me how long she's been in my community, 43 days. Sometimes this number is not always accurate, but I think that's fairly accurate for Wani. It tells me how long she's been watching this particular live. It's been over 30 minutes. It says how many comments she sent. She sent 19. You see that arrow? I can see the last 10 of those comments. It also tells me how many shares. Thank you for sharing, friend. She shared 6 times and then she's liked 700 times. Likes are the hearts that are flowing to the side here. And the shares, obviously, she's clicking the arrow in the corner and sharing out the live. So at any given moment, the live host can see all of that. So if you're like, hey, I'm an engager. I get people who come in here all the time that are from the those grow rooms. It's like I'm a big engager because that's what they say over there. They say that all the time, and then they come here and I click their little bio and I'm like, you ain't done nothing in my room. What you talking about? You an engager, And so know that you can see that. Hey, yes, Michelle, how are you, friend? Hey, I've liked and shared more. Okay, well, yeah, we got time. I appreciate you, Monty. Appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much. N- Nadine, thank you so much, friend. Thank you for the roses, everybody. Bobby Joe, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So, so just know that that's there. You can see that in real time. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I see you posting your content on the YT, friend. Awesome, awesome. So, so just know that that feature is there. So if you're ever curious about what a person has said or done and what's going on, you can look at that. You can look at their most recent comments. So when our friend Rare Essence, she said, "Is that okay?" I went and clicked the comment part, and it breaks down, and I can see the comments that she had, the last 10 comments, and I was like, I still don't see the comment she's referring to. So it must have gotten filtered. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing out the live. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, we're gonna get our likes also up to maybe 200K. So we're gonna see if we can get our likes. We just hit the 100K mark. So we are always thinking about the next step, the next growth. Thank you so much for being here. Tasha B, welcome. Thank you all for coming into the live mocha. Welcome as well. Okay, so I'm going to go to the topic here at hand. So, really quickly, hey, Soda. Hey, friend. Thank you for grabbing that Daily Heart Me. I'm in boot camp mode for the second channel. Have a beautiful day. All right, friend. Take care. Love it. Appreciate you being here. Um, so, okay, so let me ask this. Thank you all who are coming in. Should I repeat my question? Yeah, I didn't see what the question was stemming from. Is that okay? What were you referring to? Yeah, your question, it had to be repeated because it didn't show up. Yeah. I see. Yeah, it says I am new. Is that okay? Should I repeat my question? You got some other questions before that, some other things before that, but yeah, I don't if you wrote something, it got filtered, friend. Thank you for sharing, everybody. Red Essence, yeah, it got filtered. Um thank you so much. Level 14 in the room. Appreciate it, friend. So yeah, just keep that in mind when everything's said and done. I showed a couple newer features, you all. So if you missed it, I'll recap towards the end. Um, I was showing how to tag people in the fan club if you don't know how to do that, and then we were just showing how to look at comments. Some of you guys are have been here, so you probably know that. But if not, I can share it again. My question was, should I follow who follow me since I'm new? Okay. Um, yes, within reason. So I'm giving you an out. Not everybody you want to follow because they followed you. So look at their bio. So when you click their photo, look at their bio, maybe read it. This is a fairly safe room for the most part. We get some trolls that come in here every now and then. But for the most part, this is a really good room of people to follow and connect with. I would say yes for this room. Other rooms you might want to pay attention to who's following you because they could just be spamming the chat and following everybody, and those are people you want to be leery of because they're just picking up numbers. And sometimes you got to pick up numbers. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, you don't want someone who's going to damage your account either. Um, let's see. Hey, girl, brand new to going live. Welcome to the room, nurse. Welcome to the room. Thank you for chiming in, friend. I have less than $300. Yeah. So you're in a growth mindset. That's the way you have to think about this. You're in a growth mindset. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you all being here. Yeah. So as you're in a growth mindset, I mean 200. You said less than 200. I see you, friend. I can see your numbers. You technically less than 150. I'm just saying. You got it though. You're gonna grow. Um, so when everything's said and done, you're in a growth mindset. So constantly focus on how do I grow? How do I grow? How do I build? Um, how do I make sure I'm intentional about this? TikTok is gonna frustrate you a little bit. There'll be some things that happens and you're like, oh, I didn't know that that's not allowed because you know the restrictions and violations and stuff that happen. You get the most you can follow in a day is 200, and so you get in kind of like TikTok jail, follow jail because you've been doing too much, and you got to wait 24 hours to be able to have access again. So just keep that in mind. Little things like that will happen as well. Say that yet with frustration. You, I know. I scheduled my live for tonight, like that feature. Oh, look at you using that live event. um, yeah, so you'll get a little frustrated with TikTok. It's a love hate relationship we have. I Hey, as long as I don't get banned, that's the main thing. I'm like, TikTok, don't try me. But you'll see little frustrations like that, but don't give up. Don't get to the point where you quit. Just keep going, keep at it. If you follow everybody who follows you, I would say don't do that. Don't do that. Use a little bit of discernment and discretion about how often or who you actually do connect back with. If it seems like someone is being kind of um they just spam in the chat and doing stuff, um that's probably not a person you want to necessarily connect with. All right. But like I said, most of the people in this room, if not all, are good to go. Would promote help. No, not here's what I tell my new friends. Give yourself How long have you been on the app? How long have you been actually on the app? Like is this like week 1, week 2, week, 5 months? Or do you have a story like, oh, I started back in COVID. I didn't do that much with it. Now I'm here and I want to do something. If that's your story, I get it. Um, I think regardless of your numbers, right now, I would say give yourself about from today, give yourself anywhere between 30 to 60 days, 3 months. Okay. So 3 months, I think. So I would say give yourself 30 to 60 days starting today if you want to use that as a hey, we're starting from here to kind of engage and grow and stuff, get more comfortable with content creation, get more comfortable with what your target audience is, your topic. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. um, get more familiar. And then as you're producing content for that audience, then use promote. And so maybe you do have some videos that you feel are good quality. And when I say good quality, look at other people in your niche and see what they're doing and maybe model it after them. Okay. Not that you're copying them, but do some modeling. And and then maybe use promote, because promote to me is a feature where you're paying TikTok to promote your video, but you got to get people to like the video, follow you, comment, share, save, do all the things. That's where the video is really getting an engagement. The view is one thing. The view could be somebody in a totally different country. But if you want that engagement, that follow, which is what you're looking to get, then you need people to want to engage in your content, because otherwise they could just swipe by. So I would say give yourself about another 30 to 60 days, get comfortable promoting, sorry, creating content in your niche and for your audience, so that the people who do follow you are people you want to follow, not the people who are from another country that is not your target audience, because that's where TikTok will send it. Um, because you're so new. And also make sure you select the demographics of where you who you want them to promote it to. Because a lot of times you skip that step because you're like, oh, I'll let TikTok pick it. Don't let them pick it. You're welcome, friend. Hey, Mrs. Cheetah. Don't let them pick it. TikTok will send your video over to another. I won't say the countries, but we know the countries. And next thing you know, you're like, well, why have all these people on my content and my live and all this other stuff? It's because you did that promote feature and you didn't designate your audience. So I received a message about TikTok wanting me to put some videos on Spark ads. I was so excited. Good job. Yeah, you should always do Spark ads. Yeah. Or send it to the seller or the brand that you're promoting their product for. Absolutely. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you all being here. Let me turn this fan off. I'm sitting here shivering. I was running hot. I'm I'm having that personal summer. I'm gonna end up turning that on and off. Um, okay, so let's talk about our topic at hand, friend. Let me know, Rare Essence, if that was helpful. Hopefully, Hopefully you start growing, you get community. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate it, friend. Holla Q, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much, everybody coming in. So really quickly, we'll talk about our three topics real quick. I was going to show a little bit more from a content creation side too. I am trying to promote, not promote, create. I don't know why I keep saying promote when I want to say create more content. I know about those personal summers. I know. I'm s- I'm so ready, but I'm also like over it already. um, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm ready for the the season of um having the cycles and all that stuff to end, but then I'm not ready for the personal summers and all that stuff to begin fully. So anyway, I'm at that age, so I'm making peace with it. Hello, the Geek Squad is here helping me install my sound card. You were taking it to the next level. I love it. I can't wait to get in your room. You're gonna have all types of sound effects for your topic. You're gonna be talking about folks and it's gonna be making noises for them like okay. Bah, bah, bah. Just make a video mispronouncing a word. All the English teachers will make the video go viral, will they? Oh, that's easy for me. Mispronouncing people names. Um, yes, it was. You're welcome. Personal summers are horrible. I know. I know. Not looking forward to it. So let's see. Let's talk about content real quick. That's a great idea, though. Maybe I will. I don't know if I want them to come for me. All right. So three things that are required before your next live. So we're gonna talk about this. I said the L in oh Lord, you did it on purpose. It went viral. Your video went viral. I know you cooking too. I know it looked good. They was like, her food looked good, but she did not say that L. Oh my gosh. Yes, laugh out loud and monetize it. All right now. All right now. Yeah, that's right. Cause you do a lot of your videos are really good, your content. Sweetie Pie, if you guys get a chance, connect with her. Her content is really good. We're about to talk about content. It's really good when it comes to she's cooking. She's a her room is, all a vibe about music and cooking and she's baking and stuff. And so she does some really good content that's based on her creations and stuff. So really good example of good content. Um so when everything's said and done, I want to start with number three. I mean, the first thing I want to talk about is research. So let's do this. How do you guys put this in the chat for me as you are preparing your live stream? What are some of the things you do to prepare for your live stream? And we talk about this all the time, but I guess I want to hear some of the things that you're actively doing in your preparation process. Okay, so put in the chat. Excuse me. Put in the chat if you don't mind saying a little bit more about what you're doing when it comes to getting ready to go live. And and if you're part of the agency, that there's the live strategy guide, as well as there is a new live host checklist. Those two things are in school under the Start Here section. Take a look at it. You guys take a look at it. I think it's helpful to helping your room or helping you develop your room and understand some of the features here, as well as some of the things you should be doing before your live, during your live, and after your live. That engagement is so important, and so you want to make sure you're not skipping out on the engagement as you're doing your live stream. You said script outline, gathering relevant news stories. I know you're good, Halaku. Yes, I love that. And so she has a great flow to her live too. Um, you said makeup, connect Riverside and update YT details. I love it. You're like, look here, gotta get the makeup right, gotta make sure my other streams are also ready to go. I love it. So yeah, so you gotta do that, guys. Anybody else? What other things do you guys do to get going? You said Mama Goldberg. getting in a comfortable spot, getting water, adjusting lighting. Yep, that's awesome. Um, anything else? Anybody else want to share? Uh, there's all the woo woo light and optimism candle and prosperity incense. Oh, look at there. I love that. So your room is a whole vibe, both on the live and in the space. I love that. Listen to common music before going live. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Um, and obviously this is something you're bored with wishing gift wishes. Yep. Those are good ones too. So with this process, you'll come up with your own routine, and you'll come up with a flow to how your life operates. And so you got to kind of keep things in perspective. Everybody does things a little differently, but then there's some things that we're going to all do the same. Our lighting, setting up some of the setup process for the live stream, gifts, setting your gift goals or your board or doing your settings for like audience control, content disclosure, those type of things. So you got to do some of those things sound as well. But if you're really wanting to make sure your message is going to resonate with your target audience, you want to be sure to um, do some research on the front end of that too. You got to make sure you're talking to the people you want to come in your room. And so, what topics are they looking for and searching for? Maybe a little bit more about understanding those keywords and different variations of those keywords so that you can use that in your live stream. All of those things you want to look at and look into as well. Add live to story, update bulletin board, and type up a join my live message. I love that. Join my live message. What you mean for that about me? What you mean? What do you mean? In the beginning of your live, your join my live message is about me, or you saying for your live event? I guess I'm just thinking about where's that showing up at. Let me know what you meant by that, Halaku. Um, or is that in your bulletin? I know you have the bulletin feature because of your following. That may be the bulletin you're referring to. So be consistent and live. Yes, yes. So it does take time. It's a process, y'all. So let's talk through the first thing. So the first thing we talk about here, um, from when we invite people to our lives, that's the little text message you can say. Okay, yes, yes. Um, what is a good text setup? Nurse, this is Jackie. Welcome to the room. Give me 1 second. I'll just name a few features. I'll probably put some stuff in my shopping cart. We have a small room here, so maybe I'll use the shopping cart. Um, Halaku, you just said that. Halaku, your comment as a good practice, I think it's a best practice. I always send a little message when I share it out, put something there. When you guys share out the live, I would say type a message too. That may encourage people to come into your room because of the message you put. Okay. So if you could take a second, like when you get ready to share, even if you share it as a viewer, I always share it and put a little message in there for folks too. It's pretty rare, unless I'm like rushing quickly, that I'll share it and I don't put a message. So I typically put something there just so people know I'm inviting you to this person's live. They're talking about this topic, something so that people will be inclined to say, "Oh, let me join. They're talking about this. Okay, let me get in the room." So I say that to you all. That's also something you should do personally because you can share out your live. You can add it to your stories, do all the things, and you should put a message. All right. Yes, it's progress. Good idea. You're welcome. I'm trying now to add the news topics, people in politics we are discussing. That's good. Oh, I like that. Good tip. Yes, I try to put a message that match my live and my live story. Yes. Yeah, so always type something. Thank you so much. Hey, therapy girl. So, Jackie, you asked about tech setup. Let me do this. I'm going to add a few products to my showcase. I have about 45 minutes before I get off. So, I usually go live for about 2 hours. So, it just depends on how the conversation will flow. But we'll get going. with the topic, and then I'll give you a quick little um, message about my tech setup. Okay, so every product, one second. Oh, the stand's unavailable. Okay. Every product that is in the showcase here is is more or less what I'm using right now. The only thing that's not showing that is unavailable now is the floor stand. I saw where it's not available. So, Nurse Jackie, thanks, love. You're welcome. So, if you click the shopping cart, you can see the products that are my main products I use for my tech setup. So, the lights. This is a real background. It's a real background. What you're seeing is my background lights. It's called a sunset lamp. I'm using a clip-on light too. It's also in that shopping cart where I have that set up too. This is a wireless mic that I use too. This is also Mahona. Um, it's a really good one. It is actually connected to my tablet. It's not on the phone here. So my YouTube folks are getting the microphone. For here, this is kind of like for aesthetics, for it's like a prompt. Because it's really not being used for sound on the TikTok, but on YouTube it is my sound. Um, Charger cord, I put that in there. The stand my phone is on, it's in there as well. My tapper. So those are all my setups. So light, sound, stand, tapper, charger cord. That's my tech setup for now. The background lights are a good scroll stuff. Yes, yes, it is. It is. I love it too because people will come in and they're like, "What's up with the lights?" Let me pin the lights. Actually, let me just pin that. Hey, Marianne, welcome to the room. Others coming in, appreciate you all being here. And it's on sale too, so you can't beat that. 54% off, free shipping, and so it's a little small lamp here, little small lamp. It goes on my little bar stool table over here, and has a nice little remote control for me to control the type of color I want to use. Okay. Thank you so much, Velma. Hey, Nikki. Welcome to the room. Others coming in, I appreciate you joining. Let me know if you guys have questions. We're going to talk about the three things that are required as you get ready to go live. Okay. So this particular light, you can change the color. This is like the flashing lights. It also has like a strobe light too effect. And then I do the fade. I like the fade because it's like a little soothing, kind of slowly goes through different colors. You said it's a great mic. I know. I love it. Thank you for the Dr. Lisa Cares friend. I do log into the live from backup account and engage the tapper. Yes. Yep. Yep. So all those are my tips. So my other account is actually in fact doing that now. Yeah. So it's supporting that's the agency's page. So yeah, so this is a good feature in the light. And then the clip-on light is being used right now to support the front light that I need. Okay. So let me know if there's any questions. I'm not going to pin a whole lot, but feel free to ask questions as you guys come in. I'm happy to talk about that feature. Um, so the first thing I want you to do is research. I say research as like a number one thing because as you're thinking about your topic, you want to make sure your topic is actually something that people are searching. All right. So as people are searching for different keywords and they're using that, you can do the same and you can go back on the home screen, search on the main home screen and get a sense of if what you're going to talk about actually aligns with the type of audience you're trying to reach. Does it align with the topic overall that you want to cover too? And what people want to hear and know and learn from you. So that's something you want to keep in mind as you're thinking about your live stream. It can't just be, oh, I'm going to do this topic, and it's not the topic people are interested in. And if you think that's your target audience, then you might want to reevaluate your target audience and say, well, maybe that's not my target audience. Maybe my target audience is this other demographic. Okay. So keep that in mind. Thank you so much. Hey, Urban Eye Candy. Bobby Joe, I saw you as well. Others coming in, appreciate you joining live. If you're new to the room, feel free to put new in the chat. And if you haven't follow the live hosts. All right. I want to be sure that we are building community. So feel free to grab that daily heartbeat, follow the live hosts as well. So I appreciate the support, everybody. Um, with number three, well, the number one thing that I want you to pay attention to with that research, as you look up the keywords to your topic, and then you search and see what type of content is there. What are people posting about? How does that look? How does it align to what you're going to be talking about? As you do that, that's going to help you, build that, make sure that your conversation is more aligned with what people are searching for. You're going to resonate with your target audience because they're going to say, hey, this is what I was exactly looking for. This is what I needed to hear. I'm happy I came across your page. That's what you want to hear from your feedback. You want to hear from your audience. You will also use those keywords here in the live because you're going to say it, and then you're going to use those keywords when it comes to your live events. When you're scheduling a live event, you might use it for the title. You might use it for that description. So again, you're sharing that out. And then we'll get to number two, which is posting, and you can add that live event to that as well. So let me know if there's questions about that. When it comes to researching, I do say research on the home screen, your topic, and you'll see where there's an arrow pointing up when you type in a word, and that tells you if it's trending or not. Okay. Um, if you don't know what I'm talking about, put in the chat, say, Doc, can you show me? I wanted to make sure I answer questions. I did talk about this in the 4 o'clock yesterday. So I'm happy to do a little bit of show and tell if I need to. So I just want to make sure you guys get the information you need. Hey, per mom and Natty Nat. Welcome in the room to both of you. Appreciate you both being here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. So yeah, let me know if I need to show and tell any of that information I just shared. Um, Appreciate you all coming through. Thank you so much, grabbing your daily heart me's. Appreciate the support. Let me know if there's questions, my friends. If you guys have questions, I'm happy to answer them. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go to number two. Number two is posting content. So now we have our topic. Okay. We know what we're going to talk about in our live stream. We've done some research. We researched it on the home screen. We have a better idea. If you need to use AI, you can use AI to figure out your audience, topic, whatever the case may be. Okay. Have you ever used the keywords function? Just found it today. The keywords function. I don't think so. Tell me what you mean. I wonder if it's what I'm doing already. Let me know what you mean by that. So here, now you're going to make me show what I'm doing. So if you are going on the home screen, you can search different terms. Are you saying under Creator Search Insights? I wonder if that's what you're referring to. Is it under Creator Search Insights? Hello, how you doing, Ice Blue? Thank you for the follow. Um, you can click on a post, and one of the options under the three dots is keywords. It allows you to add. Oh, gotcha. Okay. No, I haven't used that one. Okay. And you, as the live host, can add some keywords. I'm sorry, as the creator, or you as the viewer. Hey, Star, I wonder if you meant as the viewer. Thank you all. Appreciate you, friends. Keywords, thinking it might help with SEO. You as the creator. Okay, so you're adding keywords there. Okay, interesting. Okay. So here's what I was talking about. Yesterday we had somebody in here talk that said they do travel for retirees. So we're gonna use that again. I used my name. So it's a retirement destination. So it has this AI content here, has videos, has some other search terms. So as you start searching something, you'll see really quickly these arrows will pop up, and that'll help with your search. And so this search is, it says travel for retirees. You could say we're traveling in retirement. And again, you get this description, you get some videos, you get some other search terms you can use. So you essentially have that level of information. You can change out some of the terminology. Travel in retirement, travel for retirees. So you're saying these things when you start your live stream. For me, I say live streaming for beginners, TikTok live tips, live streaming tips, new creator go live tips. So I say things that people are searching, okay, or tips and things that are being searched. So that's something you want to do there. Um, when it comes to content, um, you could. So I'm just gonna show some pictures. Um, Hold on one second. I'm gonna have to do it from. Is it not on this account? Let's see. Hello, friends. Give me one second. Those are coming in. I appreciate you all joining my live. Okay. So there's a new feature. You guys know I was just in Detroit. So I took lots of pictures of my friends and us while we were away. And so I posted content on here yesterday. There's a new feature. If you go into your camera roll, if you go into your camera roll, there's a new feature that says AI pick for me. Have y'all seen this? Who has this feature? Put yes or no in the chat. Say yes if you have it, no if you don't. Yes if you have it, no if you don't. AI pick for me. I have not seen that. Now my other account, I was just going to show you on the agency page. It didn't show up, so I had to come back on this account. So this account has it. No, yes, okay, Mama Gober, you have it. Where would you find that? So it's right when you are when you go on your. I have to go out because I have to go. So you're about to post. I'm here. I'm on the post thing. This is my camera roll. So I'm gonna click that, and it comes into my camera roll. Now, I got a lot of pictures in here. 'Cause I took pictures of my son and my husband when we were at the pool the other day. So these are pictures from my trip. A lot of pictures from my trip. But right down here it says AI pick for you. And so it will pick pictures for you. So if you guys look at my video, not the one I did this morning, the one I did last night, I clicked it and it picked pictures from one of our nights out. And I said, well, I'm gonna go with it. So it clicked the picture. I took a few pictures out because the pictures it selected was like, oh, there was a better picture than that. And so it allows you to change the pictures and everything. So I thought I would show that to you. Okay, it's not an Apple thing, it's a TikTok thing. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna assume it's a TikTok thing. This is a TikTok feature. So what happened? I'm gonna click it. We'll see. We'll let it pick for me. I'm gonna allow it to pick. We'll see what it comes back with. Just thinking. Now it did it yesterday. Um, you said good to know. So yeah, this is a newer feature. So it's picking some pictures here of us out, which is good. And it's like it's the same night. It just picks some different pictures from that night. And then you can see that little symbol here. I can make it think again and come up with some different pictures. Now it's picking pictures from the concert. This is the concert night. So these are some pictures. I took a lot of videos. And then I can click auto cut and then it'll do videos for me. It'll do clips from the videos. Good to know. How can you get it? You said okay, I have it. You have to check to see if you have it. Um I don't know. I don't know how you can get it. I'm assuming at some point you'll get it. I don't know how it came up, but when I saw it, I clicked it. And so I clicked it. I was like, well, let me do some videos. And so for me, okay. So for me, so one thing I'm trying to do, and I'll use this as kind of my caveat. When you're on TikTok, A lot of my time and effort has gone towards live streaming. Okay. Especially lately. I've been going live, I've been doing agency stuff. And so I will say to you, in order for you to always kind of get traffic, new traffic and stuff, you got to do the content too. You got to do the content that your audience is looking for. So you want to make sure you're doing content, and more content, the better, because it gives you more exposure, it gives you more visibility, gives you more chances to kind of fix things if you're producing a certain type of content. Well, I'm saying, sorry, you're trying different types of content and you'll see what sticks and what doesn't, what resonates and what doesn't. So it's really helpful to have maybe 3 videos you're doing. So right now I'm trying to do 3 a day. So this is kind of a wish list. We'll see how it works for July, but trying to get more content out there. June, I was dragging. I didn't do as much content creation. I really relied on Community Fest for when we were in the warm up phase and they had to do those quick videos. So I wasn't producing the content level I normally do. And so I'm trying to get back at it. So I'm doing 3 a day. And so when I came to last night and I saw that feature, I was like, oh, let it pick something. And it picked a video. Now, obviously, this is not necessarily totally aligned to my content, but it was content that I wanted to put out there. So again, it's a feature you can use. It's called Let AI Pick for You. AI pick pictures from your camera roll. And because I've had a lot of events lately and things I've been doing, it picks some good pictures from what I had in my camera roll. So try it if you have it. They also have another feature here at the top. I don't know if you guys have this one where it says text. So now it does the little text image for you. If you type something, it'll text it for you. So again, it'll let you do that. And then I think it also lets you add a picture if you needed to. Okay. So again, try some of these features, all right, to get some content done. I just wanted to point that out to you guys. Let me know if there's questions about that. Um, so number two of this is post the content. You got to post the content. All right. That's your marketing. So if number one is research, number two is now marketing. And I want you to be intentional about that marketing that you're going live, that you're talking about your live. Again, you're talking about content that your audience is looking for. So if you did the research first, you're now being intentional about the word, those keywords, and maybe that becomes part of your content too. I'm wrestling with posting content. I know, y'all. It's hard. It's hard. It is hard, but you got to do it. It is part of the necessary um, evils to doing this. You got to post the content, and don't overthink it too. Another tip: how you doing, the MA Boss Academy? Welcome to the room, friend. Another thing to keep in mind is that you could take clips from your live, and when you're live, let me be clear, my newbies in the room. When your live is not live and not a lot of people in your room, use that as content creation time where you're saying something intentionally on the live that can be part of a recording. You know what I'm saying? You could take that clip. And so in the beginning, I did that quite a bit. I was like, "Oh, let me use this clip. Let me use this." You actually will see quite a bit where I was using clips from my live. There was a season where a lot of my live clips were used. So just know that that's something you can do. Thank you so much, friend. Hey, Lawyer Mom. Thank you for that, friend. Jess, welcome to the room. Grabbing that daily heart me. That's a great idea. Yes. Yeah. So you can set it up and you can repeat yourself. If you fumbled over your words, repeat it. You're here. Do it. Nobody's in the room. Thank you so much. Hey, friend. I feel like my live clips look washed out. Do they? You do you use any of the adjustment effects features when you're doing content? Thank you so much, Jess. Appreciate it, friend. That's cute. It is a cute one. I like it. I said that. I didn't realize. Well, it is in the gift gallery too, so I realized it was there. But when I saw it, I was like, let me set this as my goal. I haven't used those. So really quickly, let me show and tell that too. Hey, Nafif, how are you, friend? Um, so if you go if you're gonna act like you're posting content. So I'm gonna do a quick video. Okay, this is an example of how to use the effects as well as the adjustments to your live stream so that you can kind of play around with some different features here. I said live stream content. I mean content. Anyway, okay, so that's the video. When you are, they have the little sparkle sense here. You can do that. Um, I like to use this. I'm gonna use the go into the editing feature. Okay. So in the editing feature, you could use effects. You could play around with effects. I usually go to adjustment first. And sometimes I'll just adjust for lighting here. You saw how it brightened me up a little bit? And just do that. So sometimes I just do the auto adjust. Y'all see the difference now? And so try that first and see if that works for you. And then you can also go into per mom, let me know if you saw that. And then you can also go into the filter. So let me come off of it. Yes, okay. So next to adjust is filter. And if you want to do a little filter, sometimes I'll do pure, maybe look a little brighter. And you can brighten it or lower it. So sometimes I'll do that. So I'll do auto adjust or I'll go into the filter and just play around with it. I like the auto adjust better, but it'll do both. Oh, that's helpful. Yeah. Sometimes I'll do it. Not all the time. Most times y'all get me naturally. Sometimes I'll do it. Boom, boom, peaches in the room. How you doing, friend? I'll try that with tonight's highlights. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, try that and see if that helps to brighten it a little bit more and adjust it for you. Yeah. Um, with the pure, if I'm not mistaken, it will show it. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Okay. I think when you use effects, it'll show it. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate the support. Um, I think it'll show it with if you do a true effect, it'll show that you have an effect that you put on your face. So that's why I say filters and adjust. Filters and adjust. Some people do effects though. They want a little lipstick, want a little eyeshadow or lashes or something. So that's fine. There's some makeup effects that you can do that with. But um if you want to just create a filter and do the auto adjust. Those are ways that you can kind of brighten it up a little bit. All right. Let me know if that was helpful, friends. Let me know if you have other questions about the content creation side. I always go to here. And then when I was with those videos I did, the auto cut, I like it. Um, if you want to add some music and some other stuff too. Sometimes they have a little effects here too. You see how my video changed up because I was using different things. It adds music. So I don't do it though for my talking head videos. I do it for when I do photos. So that's the way I do it. Can you do a full makeup if you're not wearing makeup? Yeah, there's an effect for that. Let's see. Um, you would have to find it though. So you have to go under effects. Let me show you what I just did. Let me discard. So that little symbol here is the one, not the one. Okay. That little symbol here, the stars, is what you would use to find it. So you can scroll over. You see body effect and facial effect. You can scroll over and see the different makeup ones. I'm sorry. The different makeup ones. I'll get myself some lashes. I probably should do that more often. The lipsticks I don't care for. Yeah, the lipsticks I don't care. They look like I'm trying too hard to put lipstick. Oh, that one didn't look as bad. That's a fake lipstick. So, but yeah, you can go ahead and play with it though. There's some stuff in here if you wanted to change things up and just do different things. I don't think you can do all of them though. You have to pick one, and maybe there's one with soft makeup or something on. So yeah, okay. Thank you all who are coming in. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody coming in. If you have questions, let me know. We were talking about some content stuff, so as people are trying to figure out the content side, but there are some things you can do. Okay, um, to just brighten up that video a little bit. Thank you, friend. Thank you for that bounty. Did I miss anything? No, couple things we talked about yesterday. Hey, how you doing, friend? So a couple things we talked about yesterday. This was yesterday's topic. I went a little deeper with content creation. There was a new feature that showed up for me. Now I don't know if you all have it yet, but I will say take a look and see if you do have it. So that way you can start using it. It's an AI. It can pick pictures from your camera roll, and then you can do auto cut and then add pictures with the music and stuff. And so that's what I did with a video last night. I'll probably do it again tonight just so I can have some decent content. You might see some more videos like that as I'm doing some travels and some other things that I can pull up some content for me. But yeah, so but make sure you're doing the content. Level 21. Look at your friend. Congratulations to level 21 in the room. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, friend. So yeah, make sure you're doing the content. So what I talked about yesterday is that once you do the content, we're talking about marketing now. Make sure you also do a live event. A live event is how you schedule your live. So my friends who are newer, you want to schedule your live because first of all, it helps to build accountability for you showing up. Okay. That's the first person who needs to show up. So now you're scheduling yourself, you're planning to show up, you're accountable to that appointment ideally. And then it also helps for your viewers. They can register. So when you guys when I end this live, it'll say, do you want to register for the next live? It pops up on the screen. You can register for my 4 o'clock live. So again, it's that accountability and it's supporting you to get people in your room. How do you do that? Okay. So live events is under the live center. Give me 1 second. I am have to clear out that video I did. Here you go. So let's see. If you are here, you're gonna go to TikTok Studio. You're gonna go, you see post side, you see live side. This is called the live center. And you come to the live side. I want you to scroll down to tools and resources. And the second one that's there is called a live event. You're gonna click that. And that live event, you can schedule, create a new one, and you can change the title. You have 32 characters. You can add the time. The time is military time. You also make it a regular live, not a shoppable live. And then you also can put a description. Remember the keywords we found with our research. I've always scheduled my lives, but never had anyone register. I just did day 106. Look at you, friend. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. So with that, schedule the live event. Um, Depending on how you in your live, people will see it. Some people will naturally go to it. You actually can share it. What is a battle match? Hey friend, how you doing? Carolyn. It's it's a a match event. It's an event that you do. Why did you say that? You said battle match. Um it's a game here on TikTok. Why did you ask that though? I'm trying to see. Did you see something that said battle match? Um, are you looking at something in particular or are you just asking in general? I mean, if that was just a general, like, what's a battle? I think that's what you would say. What's a battle? Um, Give me 1 second, friend. I'm going to schedule one just so we could do it as a quick example. The audience control here, you can turn it on. I just did my quick video to just talk about audience control. This is when you want your live to be for 18 years and older. Thank you so much. Others coming into the room. Appreciate you. Um, Thank you for the instant TikTok tea queen. You're welcome. Appreciate it. Because of my live, they asked to do you want to battle? Oh, okay. So wait a minute. Okay, let's start over. That's cute. That's cute. So you had a live. Somebody came on your screen, a co-host in this story, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to battle?" And you was like, "No, I don't." Because somebody had to come on your screen to ask that question. So somehow that happened too. So there was two things that happened to you. Somebody popped up on your screen, and you like where you came come from, and their question was, "Do you want to battle?" Or did you? You said, "I don't know how." Yes. So that's that's what happened. Well, what had happened was is that you got a request, and you might have been looking away. Like if I'm over here getting my water and stuff, and I'm not looking at the screen, somebody during that time, you got a message that popped up and you didn't see it. And because you didn't answer it, it automatically accepted and the person popped up on your screen. So that's what happened. But you could turn that feature off too. So you don't have to get these random requests from people you don't know. And so you missed the opportunity to decline that request. And then thank you, friend. And so because of that, now you had a person on your screen and they said, "Hey, do you want to battle?" And the battling is when you do have a guest. I mean, I'm sorry, a co-host, because that's what just happened. A co-host popped up. Um, and two boxing gloves will come up and you can click that and you and that person are playing a game. Your audience wants to participate. That's what it is. It's a match. And that's part of the games here on TikTok. TikTok likes the match events. They think it's fun. They want you to battle so that you can obviously monetize and get more engagement. So that's what happened to you. I support a lot of battles, but I have never done a battle. Really? You should do a battle. Yeah, you should try to do a battle. Absolutely. I need to do one. I'm gonna do one this month for my birthday. I just gotta figure out what day I do it on because I know I'm gonna be away on my birthday. So I'll probably do it maybe the Friday before or something. I just gotta figure out what day. Um, okay, so back to this live event. So we're gonna schedule this real quick. Audience control, you can toggle it on for 18 years plus. We saved it. Now I'm gonna hit done. Here, this live event here, you can post it to your story. You can also toggle this little feature on so that it shows up on all your videos um, for that time frame that the event is happening. So all your posts will have this live event associated with. I don't feel I have enough in my community to do one. You don't need a lot of people. You just need people in the room to support. It doesn't need to be real big. You know, the numbers go up and down. People come in. You just make sure you announce it. You share with your community. You say, "It's my very first battle. Come out. Do it on this day and time." You do a live event. You share it out. Make sure you don't turn on the audience control and you share it out so that you can do it that way. If you belong to an agency, you can ask them to set one up for you too. So yeah, so all that's part of it. Um, and so the event is here, and what will happen is that this live event should show up on your profile page. So now we have it here. See where it says live event today at 2:40. It's 2:40 right now. And so what I showed you guys yesterday is that you could do a quick video. If I did my quick video real quick and I can say, going live at 12:40, come join me. We're going to give some good information about go live tips. I want you to learn and grow how to be a great live host. So come in and join me live. And so I did that quick video. That's me talking. And so now I'm going to hit next. And then that live event, if I add a link and go to live events, the one we just created is right there. I can add it. It's added on my video now. I can do a little description, post that video, add that video to my stories, add the live event to my stories. All that happens. So, really, a live event is a great way to market that you're going live. Okay. You can constantly market that. If I'm going to delete this. Thank you so much, Margot. Appreciate your friend. Let's see. If I go back to my main page, because I did a video right before I came live, this is a great example of what it would look like. So I did this video here. Did I add the live event? Maybe I didn't like it. Did it end? I think it ended. Maybe that's what happened. Is it there? Oh, it's there. It's there. You just see that I used a template too. So it says two. It's there too. It's there. Try TikTok template. What template? I wonder. Let me see. Why did they say try TikTok template? Huh. Interesting. I might do that, y'all. I'm going to go back and look at that. Do that for another video. Um, could you show it again how to add it to your content? When you are when you're going live, you can under link, under the link feature. So if I'm just going to pretend like I'm doing a video again, this is just a real quick video. We'll use this. Okay, that's just me with my video. Okay, you hit next. Uh-oh. Um, here it says add link, live event, and the one I created is here. So it's under the add link feature. Almost 200K taps. Look at us. Okay, I see. Yep. So that's where it's at. Thank you all. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hey, Sui. Thank you so much for being here. Um, so yes, so that is there. And you can also, I'm gonna discard it. You can also take an old video. So say if I had an old video and you can say I want to add this to my stories. You see where it says add to story at the bottom here? Oh, that's the manage keywords. I saw it. I saw what you were saying, manage keywords per mom. I'm gonna go back to it in a second. So now it's in my stories. Before I send it, I'm gonna hit that little post note, that little post-it symbol, and live event is there. And then the one we created is here. And I can slide that up. There, slide it to the top. And then post it to my story. And it's there. Okay. So live events, create those first, add it to your post, add it to your story, repost stuff from to your stories. You can repost old content. Old content becomes new. So don't feel like you can't post it. So yeah, you could yeah, don't worry about it. So definitely let's see. All right, friends. I am gonna get off shortly. Let me do the last one. Who is here still from earlier? There was a feature I showed earlier in the live. I'm gonna repeat that real quick for you all. Um, so you guys can get that before I jump off. And then the boards I want to talk about too. Somebody wanted to know boards. Who needed to know boards? Rare Essence. You need to know boards. Let me know what you meant. What's me? And then who's going live? Put your live topic, time and time zone in the chat. Put that in the chat too. As Rare Essence, what you mean by me? What was the me for, friend? What did I say? Which question did I ask that you're saying me to? Um, So the feature I showed earlier, it was wanting. I was saying to put tags. What are the three things required before next live? Marketing, research your topic and keywords. So look up the keywords that are relevant, that are the search terms, the keywords your target audience is searching. So look that up so you know what they're looking for. How do you integrate that into your your post that you're going to do, your talking points for your live stream, your board, your live event, the title, the description. You want to make sure that those keywords are resonating with your audience and pretty much prominent that you're using them. Okay. Who was here earlier? You was here earlier. Okay. Um, the second thing is that you want to market your live by doing your posts, doing the live events. And the last thing you want to do is just your board, your setup, those keywords. You want to integrate that into your board, into what you're saying when you go live. Yeah. Live tonight at 6:30, unlearning survival tactics. I love that. I love that. I missed the board tip. Yeah, so the board, give me 1 second. I hadn't talked about it yet. Thanks, you're welcome. Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. Mountain Time, creating a space for those touched by cancer to feel seen, heard less seen, feel seen, heard less alone. How to create boards. Okay. So Rare Essence, have you gone live yet? Let me know if you're gone live yet. Let me know if you've gone live. And it no. You're so sweet. You say no. But how do I create these boards? I got you, friend. You said next live tomorrow at 8 p.m. 8 a.m. I'm sorry. Mountain time. Cook it in the kitchen tomorrow. Look at you, friend. I love that. You're cooking. You said I'm scared. Well, the boards is the least of your concerns at this point. You just got to get live access, friend. Um, do you have a topic you would go live about? Let me know what your topic would be. An empath, hopeless romantic. I value loyalty and integrity. Accounts focus, self love, relationship insights, romance into, and then it gets knocked off. Thank you so much, Digital X Ray. Wink, wink. Appreciate you, friend. Um, let me know what your topic would be too. So go live. Go live. You got to do 3 lives just to get full access to the features. Hey Shayla, thank you for that, Dealer. You said I'm 67. Okay, that's fine. Hey, age ain't nothing but a number around here. We celebrate age. We celebrate it. Um, there. Who's in the room right now over 65? There's many. This community is full of people. Vibe Wellness celebrated 69. I think Coach Vicky is 71. You said me, Margot. You said me. Yeah, we good here. I'll be 50. I'll be 50 in a couple weeks. So he said, I'm 66. Look at you, friend. You look good too. Look at you, friend Margot. Welcome in. So yeah, that's just a number here. We good. We got plenty of folks in this community that is going live and they're sharing information with their community. They're connecting with people who want to hear their message. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Like I said, there's plenty of people. Like I said, there, Coach V. If you Coach Vicky didn't come in today. I was about to say connect with her because she's a good live coach also that that really focuses on the baby boomers in the room and old school ways of doing things, and she shares that with this new school twist and going live. So she's really good. She's a great the green room, great live room. What would you suggest for my live? What you mean? What's your topic? What do you post content on? Now that you read my bio, I don't know what would you want to talk about? You talked about a lot in there. It might be a relationship advice. Might be you know more of a self help, empowerment, motivational live stream. Yeah, just depends. You might talk to people who are also scared and talk to your demographic, and that speaks to what does it mean to be in this space, and in this space on social media or in anywhere, and you're looking for love, and what do you look for in a relationship now? So yeah, could be any of those things. I'll be going live later in the year, but I'm learning right now. All right, Love Jules, what's the hold up mostly? What's the hold up? Love Beyond Sexy? Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that, friend. Yeah, your lives will come from what you said in your bio. Great topics. Yep, yep. So, what's the hold up, friend? What Jules? Why did you say later in the year? What is there some other things from a personal perspective? Because the whole learning, you learn it as you do it. I'm gonna say that now. We say practice makes progress here. Don't try to be perfect. Don't try to get a whole lot of here's what you do type information, because some things you do, some things you don't do, some things you'll learn, some things like Wani has in her topic today, you will unlearn. You won't do anymore. And so yeah, so there's a lot of things that will come, but the best thing to do is just start and learn it as you go. That's what I would tell people. It becomes a lot easier. It'll make sense as you're doing it. You'll take the information I shared today and you'll say, oh, now I get why she told me to do that because I'm doing it now. And so, yeah, so it'll make sense as you do it. So that's what I would tell you. But don't try to prolong it. Hey Coach B, how are you, friend? Thanks. Yeah, so yeah, definitely don't try to prolong it. You almost had it right. You said at Wani. Yeah. So Rare Essence. You want to click her name, so it would have given you the at symbol, or if you click her photo. So if I click your photo, there's the at symbol. Oop, if I click that, it goes at, then you can vote your message. So yeah. Okay. Other than, um, other than work, I'm building a nicer setup, making a comeback. But yeah, I'll be tuning in. Okay. All right, friend. Thank you. Appreciate that. What? Oh, that was a smile. Okay. I appreciate it. I was like, what just happened with the symbols? Thank you, friend. All right. Let's see. What was I going to show you guys? I was going to show you guys something. Okay. I was going to show you guys. Let me recap earlier. Um, okay. Yes. All right. Um, let's talk about fan club real quick. Fan club. I was sharing this earlier. My newbies. You said, didn't get that. Oh, the mention. I didn't send it. Hold on one second. Hold on. Let me do the mention for you, friend. I'm gonna say hello. This is the agency page. So now it should have popped up on your screen. There you go. So somebody mentioned you. And so now let me know if you got it. Thank you so much for the wink wink. Appreciate it, friend. Um, Let me know. Thank you so much, friend. Okay, so let's go back to fan club real quick. So if you should I change my username and profile name to the same niche? Your Shayla? Possibly, yeah. Why not? You could. Some people have like their name and then they'll say what their live is about or what their niche is about. Yeah. So you could do that. Like I have that little divider line in my name, but it has the agency information in it, agency's name. So that's why I did it that way. Um, so let me know if that's what you were asking. But yeah, you definitely could. When it comes to your fan club, we were saying earlier, you want to make sure that you can add tags to people. So if you're new and you're still here, you can add a tag. Is it best to have an agency? Um, if you're going live on a consistent basis, I'm going to say you may want to get an agency just so that you're learning, you're training, you're understanding new features, you're getting some new updates, you're getting protection depending on what happens in your live stream. And so all that an agency can provide. But I but if you're not going to go live on a regular basis, consistent basis, maybe it's not a need for an agency. Um, if you get in trouble, you wouldn't have protection, but you got to make sure you're going live more often, maybe up at least 4 days a week. Um, Otherwise, I would say no, don't do it. Um, but again, it doesn't matter to you because it's not like you're going live regularly, so you wouldn't miss maybe some of the training and other things that could be helpful. So, hey friend, how you doing, Dacia? Thank you so much for being here. Uh, I have to tune in later. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. All right, take care. The other thing I will say, let me go through here real quick because I'm after the 2 hours, so I want to make sure I get off soon, so I don't stay on too long because I have to come back at 4, and I have a couple things I need to do. Um, so what I showed earlier, just really quickly, is that you can add tags. So if you guys are not tagging, hold on 1 second before I do that. Let me empty my shopping cart. I'm always leery about putting stuff on the screen. TikTok shop. Um, will say, why aren't you talking about the products? So let me remove the products and then we'll go from there. Okay. All right, friends. So we're gonna remove those products. Thank you all for the shout outs. I appreciate you all. Thank you all for supporting. Let's see. So now we're gonna go here. And earlier we used Wani as an example. And what I wanted to show you guys was where you can add tags so you can start remembering your fan club members. And as you guys are growing, these are tags you can use. Jasmine, I saw your message, friend. I look forward to meeting with you. So if you guys can see here, there is a little pencil symbol where you see it right here next to Wanda, her name at the top line, right under the end in Wanda is that little pencil with the square box. You're going to click that. And when you click that, you get to this box. And you can add a tag. Okay, so you can add that tag. If you add it, you'll get this feature where you can see the name appear where it says great supporter. And then once you put great supporter, it'll show up in where you have the people in the room. So Wani is there as a great supporter. Okay. So I wanted to show that. The other thing I showed earlier for my new friends in the room, when you see people's comments as a live host, you can click someone's profile picture. If you click their picture, you see where it says 19 comments, and you can see this whole breakdown of how many days they've been in following you, how long they've been in your room, how many comments they send, how many shares, how many likes, and then ultimately you can see their last 10 comments here too if you click that little arrow by the 19, by the number of comments they had. Okay, I just wanted to show that to you guys because I talked about that earlier. I caught myself kind of repeating some of the stuff I shared earlier on the live so you guys can see those features as well. I want you guys to always think about your room is how did you get there? Um, when you're live as a live host, you can click someone's photo in the chat. So, Margot, when I click your photo now, or if I click you from up here, I get your mini profile that pops up, and that number is right above there. That's where it's at. So, that was the profile that I was looking at, that little mini pop up profile. That's what we were just looking at. I'm assuming that's the one you were asking about. So, yeah, so that's how I got there. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. Let me know if there's any questions. Board, I did not talk about board. Let's talk about board really quickly. I'm going to skim it. In my 4 o'clock, I'll do it more thoroughly. Maybe I'll even start with the board conversation just so that we can get that covered. Um, so a board, when you're getting ready to go live, when you're getting ready to go live, you see, first of all, I want to point this out. You see that arrow right there? It's like a little arrow. I'm going to pop that down. If you see it like this, where there's one line and that arrow is pointing up, if you click it, it'll reveal the second line, maybe even a third line. The second line for me has a board icon, just like these icons are here. This account does not have that feature. So when I click get to boards, I have to go to settings and boards is there. So that icon is usually on my screen for my main account. So when I click boards, there's a plus sign here. You create a new board, it says create. not a multi-panel guest, because when you have guests in your room, one of those boxes can be a board. So I hit create, and now I'm on the screen. I can do a headline, background, or bulletins. If you guys heard me earlier, I was telling Digital X-Ray to not use this background feature, not use an image. Start off with the regular board with the headline message, which is what I had up here earlier. And so if I want to just say go live, we're just going to put go live. It'll just have that there, and I can put to change the colors. I can change the fonts. I can change the outline of it. Or if I want a true border, I can make a border around it, change the different colors, and then go back to the regular look. And so you have a couple different options. You can hit done. The main thing you want to keep in mind is done. So it's there and it can move around if you need to do it. Or if you need to expand it, you can make it bigger. So there, got a little bit bigger. And so the main thing, and then if I need to add another line, I can. I can add another line under that, and I can do contrasting colors. That's what you saw on my board. Or there's another color I used. I want to use yellow or gold. I can say just now, go live now. So if I just want to put the word there, and if I hit done, that one's there. Move it around, make it bigger. Okay. So it's just up to you in terms of what you want to do. You can do another line if you need to. So boards is something you want to spend some time thinking about your board. Make sure it adds value. Make sure it maybe sparks curiosity or a challenge for your room. So you have something there where people are going to stop the scroll. That's the power of a board. Things to keep in mind when you're talking about boards. Do not put TikTok in your board. Do not put pricing. Do not put website personal identifying information. Again, TikTok doesn't like it. If you get a warning message when you hit done on your board, if there's a warning message that pops up at this stage, see what it's thinking? It didn't do a warning message. But if you did get a message, it didn't like your board. It didn't like what you wrote, or it didn't like your spacing. It's little things like that. It'll send you a little warning message. So keep that in mind. If you get something, you need to change it. Hey, Jennifer, you said feeling youthful today, so I am new. It's old in my vocabulary, really. So funny. Created new. How are you, friend? Precious, I think you came in as well. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate it. Um, Thank you for the stickers. Let me know if there's any questions. That was boards in a quick nutshell. Just know that boards are important to create. And so it helps to give you your message for your live stream. I am about to get off. I'm going to come back. We're at 1 minute. An hour and 16 minutes in. I'm sorry, 2 hours and 16 minutes in for this live. So I'm going to come back later today at 4 o'clock Eastern. I'll probably be a little after four, maybe about 4:15. But just know we're going to talk. We'll continue our conversation about things that are required. I'll give some more insights, some more tips. I want you guys to be comfortable doing this. You got this. Don't overthink it. All right. Don't overthink it. Don't let it overthink you. Continue to do your live thing. Okay. Make sure you claim your points. That was a big part of what we talked about earlier, where you're building in someone's community. Okay, see you at four. See you at four, friend. So you want to make sure you're claiming your points. All right. And so you're leveling up. And then also, so if you click this heart again, you'll see where it has you go down to click claim. Hey, how you doing, Plant Fatty? Welcome to the room, friend. I'm about to get off, but you're welcome to come back at 4. I will be back later today. Um, but keep in mind, thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, all the stickers, all the gifting. I appreciate the support. I tell you guys all the time, practice makes progress. You're not trying to be perfect. You don't have to know all the things. As you go, you'll learn. TikTok changes stuff often, which is annoying, but just know it does get changed. So keep that in mind too. Dr. Lisa, I want to join. I will come back later to ask. Okay, perfect. Sounds good, friend. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to message me on Service Plus here, you're welcome to message me. And if you guys are looking for one-on-one consultation and support, you're welcome to sign up to connect with me that way as well. All right. All right, my dear friends. I appreciate you all. Take care. I will see you all later. Bye bye. Thank you so much on the line, T. I appreciate everybody.